It's probably best if
Alright, we're starting where we left off. There's a few places we
wouldn't
want,
have
or
made
a
it
few
without
things
your
we
help
want to get
today.
before we go to Riverwood or Whiterun, and we won't be going to Whiterun until much later in the game. Right now, we want to do a few starter things. First thing I would do is go to. The first thing I'm doing is going to the Standing Stones. There's 3 of them, as most of you probably know by now. As we're playing as a mage, I'm going to activate the Mage Stone to help me level up my mage skills early in the game. We will be switching it eventually, but for now, the Mage Stone is the stone we want to use. And now we're going to backtrack our steps because there's a good robe that if you don't know about, it's up here. It will help tremendously as a mage. If you're not playing as a warrior of some sort, you don't have to worry about this. But as I'm playing a mage, it's going to be very helpful to me. There is a bandit camp along the way. It is right about here. You can see the bandits in the camp. There's a treasure map there if you want to get it, but it's leveled loot, so as you level up, there's better loot, so we will be saving that for later when we need money. Up here at the Shrine of Talos, there's some money, a sword, some bread. Take the gold. We have enough on us that we don't really need more swords or things. This is good because it's enchanted. We can level up our enchanting skill. And we're going to take the robes. Sorry about that, my computer just updated a notice. And now that we have those, let's take a look at them because they are very useful, as I said, to us. These robes have 20% less cost for casting destruction spells, which are our main damage spells, so these are the most effective item for us. And I'm just going to throw on the gloves and boots so I have a matching set of armor. Now we're just going to go along the way and jump into the river here because it's the fastest way to get back down the Riverwood. And the other item we want to collect is just along the riverbed. If you don't know about this item yet, there is a flawless emerald just up here on the rocks on our side. If you have a good speech, it's worth a lot. Since we're just starting, it's not worth as much. But we're going to collect it anyways and sell it because it's still worth more than most of the loot we have right now. So you just come up on these... Oh, I fell. But what you do is you just come up on those rocks and it's up on your side. I'm going to have to go around and up to it to get it. So that'll take me a second here. But it's definitely worth grabbing because it's worth a lot. Along the way, we're not going to do much, so it's just going to be a run there. And then we're going to head into Riverwood, which is a good place to sell off a bunch of your loot and to get a few quests. And if you need a follower, there's a follower you can get there. I'll be showing you how to get the follower. There's an option between 2. One is better than the other, as the one is an archer and the other one's a bard. Here's the flawless emerald. It's in the carcass right here, just up on top of the rocks as I showed you earlier. So we're going to head to Riverwood now. Didn't we just see
Hello there, fellow traveler.
him over there? He travels fast. see, as you can see, if I'm gonna show you, this is the flame spell with the robes on. If I take it off, it goes down much quicker. It's kind of hard to tell, but that's because I have low magicka right now and haven't put too much into it to really increase my magic yet, because I haven't leveled up. So to get a follower, what you want to do is talk to Sven right here and ask him about the fact that him and Fandel both like the same girl.
Camilla Valerius knows I'm the best man in Riverwood. That elf is kidding himself if he thinks she would choose him over me. I've seen him sneaking over to the Riverwood trader to speak with her when I'm not around. He's wasting his time.
And now you can choose either of these.
Is that sarcasm?
And
I've heard better wisecracks from Orgnar. Still you have a point. Camilla letting Fandel visit her isn't a good thing for me. Here, let me give you a particularly venomous letter. Say it's from Fandel. That should get Camilla to stop inviting the elf over.
As you can see, he gave you a fake letter from Fandel to give to her. You can go give it to her, and you can give it to her and lie and say it's from Fandel, or you can give it to her and tell her it's from Sven by telling her the truth. And I would tell the truth and tell her that it's Sven, because Fandale's the better follower anyways. I'm coming here to sell off some of my stuff as I'm a mage. I'm going to sell off all my weapons and the majority of the armor that isn't enchanted. If you sell things off individually, you actually make a better speech. Your speech gets better faster. So you might see me do that a few times throughout this walkthrough. And you just sell everything that isn't enchanted yet. Keep the Helmet of Minor Archery. And that's all. So now we want to go into the Riverwood Trader to sell off the rest of our stuff and give the letter. So the letter you give to Camilla right here. And I would tell her the truth that Sven wanted to trick her.
What's in the letter? Oh my. He wanted me to think Fandal wrote this? Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Fandal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him. Until next time.
And that's how you get Fandel as a follower. You just go and talk to him now, and he will become your follower.
What? The Riverwood Trader is everything.
Ask here, Lucian, what happened?
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now,
simply ask him and tell him you'll retrieve his golden claw to start the golden claw quest. It is the next quest we're going to be doing.
Oh, really?
And then sell everything that isn't enchanted to him. So the remaining of the Imperil, like, this is all enchanted, so I'm going to keep this. Potions, I don't need the Frostbite Venom. I don't really need the minor healing. I don't need the minor magicka, although it might have come in useful. I don't need the stamina potions. I'll be learning the spark spell, so I'm going to keep that, and then sell the flawless emerald. And now you can see you're already up to 1,000 gold, which is a lot of gold this early in the game. In a second here, there's a way to get more and sell it off. I won't be doing that, but you can if you want more money. Once you get Fandel as your follower, actually I'm gonna wait. Alright. So what you can do is you can get Fandel as your follower by talking to him and telling him that you stood up
Riverwood's
for him.
agreeable enough. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill.
And then you can ask him to follow you
Lead the way.
and talk to him
I'm
again.
right behind you.
And I need to trade
What do
something
you
with
want me
you.
to carry?
You can take all his stuff and the key to his house, so you can take stuff from his house too, and he won't mind because you're friends now. And then you could say,
I'll head back
time
home
for
if
us
you
to
need
part
me.
way. That's one way to get more stuff to sell. Another way is to continue the main quest line and come over here where you meet Rayloff and his sister.
Treason for fighting for your own people. All of Skyrim would have seen the truth then. But then, out of nowhere, a dragon attacked.
You don't mean a real, live...
I can hardly believe it myself. And I was there. As strange as it sounds, we'd be dead if not for that dragon. In the confusion, we managed to slip away. Are we really the first to make it to Riverwood?
Nobody else has come up the South Road today, as far as I know.
Good. Maybe we can lay up for a while. I hate to put your family in danger, Gerda, but...
Nonsense. You and your friend are welcome to stay here as long as you need to. Let me worry about the Imperials. Any friend of Rayloff's is a friend of mine. Here's the key to the house. Stay as long as you like. If there is anything else you need, just let me know.
Alright, as you can see, now you can go through and take anything you want. You can take it all. I'm not going to. I'm just going to take the stuff that I think is worth my time. And she gave you the key to her house, so you can go to her house and take stuff from her house as you're now friends with her. But like I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get right into the Golden Claw mission, as I'm trying to give you guys a quality walkthrough, but
There is something you could do
not
for
too
me.
much
For all of us here.
extra.
The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
And that's how you continue the main storyline.
Yeah, we could
She'll give you
count
the
on
rest of it, and
I ought to
we
get
could
more
do
work
that
done.
now, but we're not going to. We are going to continue the Golden Claw quest. The Golden Claw quest will take you on a trip up to Bleak Falls Barrow, which is where we're going to be headed now. Along the way, you will encounter a bunch of bandits and some wolves. If you're a higher level, there might be spiders and trolls along the way too. But since we're doing it this early in the game, it won't be too much of a hassle. Again, if you're playing on Legendary, I would advise against doing this at this stage. In fact, I wouldn't do this until much later in the game when you're properly equipped to take on anything. So up here behind this rock will be our first wolf. Just toast him. If you're going to be crafting, he has a wolf pelt on him that would be worth taking. Like I said, we're going to be avoiding too much crafting, so I will be leaving it behind. And somewhere around here would be the Yeti or the Frostbite Spider if you were a higher level. Up there at this building, there is a way to come up from down there and come up right behind this building and get the surprise attack on the bandits here. I just normally take this way because I find it more beneficial if I'm playing a crafting character. There's one bandit there, an archer inside, and the bandit chief up at the top of the tower. So we're just going to come up and toast them all. Don't give them time to set up or attack, just toast them and take their stuff. And there's a gold pouch here, so you can take that. Try to refill your magicka before you fight this guy, but he came down the stairs after me, so I'm going to have to tactically displace and run away. Like a little pansy, but that's okay, because we'll eventually get him. And he's got decent loot on him. He's got some iron armor, which will sell for some things, some lockpicks and gold. So he's worth your time to loot. And then we are going to be going back into the tower for the chest that's at the top of the tower that he was guarding. It will, I believe, have leveled loot, so it won't be too amazing at this level, but it'll be good enough. That potion of minor magicka I'm going to keep because it's going to be useful for fighting later on when I'm out of magicka, as I probably should have kept the other magicka potions before. As we level up, we will be putting points into magicka first to level up how long we can use our magic or how often we can use it. It'll be very beneficial for a mage character. After we get that to about 150, we'll switch over to health and try and get that to 150. So up here, there will be a few bandits. A few of them will be archers, and a few melee, I believe two-handed warriors. Just toast them up nice and quick, and loot them for all their stuff. Along the way, I believe there's one more. And we're low on magicka, so that's why I kept the potion of magicka. It gives me some more magic to feel free and attack this guy. And we're going to come up here. And we are going to enter Bleak Falls Barrow and then instantly leave it. So now that we've entered, I don't know how much you heard. We entered here to mark it on our map, and then we're going to instantly leave again. We did that so we can fast travel here, and this is a good point to save and call it